Oh, whoa, sorry about that. I forgot I had to change OBS settings for the sound, so now it's actually coming through on the stream.
Apparently. Both players pick up on up really much. Pick up another upgrade. I don't think that's necessary. Does go for another upgrade. He salvage or come out. That's an important card. I expect a little bit of addition.
You are I don't know what's up with your mic because you're still kind of like cutting out a lot, like in the middle of what you're saying. So I'm not really getting that.
Right, okay.
So not sure.
I'll try to work on that.
Okay, just let you know, no problem. Anywho, get back to the game here. So LazyDog, got the ambassador, got an upgrade on the second shuffle, plus played the page. LazyDog turn 5 played an upgrade to gain another page and got another upgrade. And SamE is just doing the ambassador thing, getting cheap silver to keep the economy afloat. And LazyDog turn 6 plays treasure hunter, gets the salvager, which maybe is a little bit early, but it's definitely a card you want in your deck eventually. So hey. So SamE is just again playing treasure hunter, doing ambassador stuff, the standard. Meanwhile, I see that LazyDog here is going to have a kind of a dud turn, unfortunately, and it looks like SamE is getting the lead on thinning, and that is going to definitely going to give him the advantage in this, I feel. So does silver page again for LazyDog on that turn, and now at least he's going to get to play the warrior this shuffle, so that's fine. And that's hunting grounds. Yeah, I definitely agree. Once you get to 6, hunting grounds faux show, as that's one of the most important cards in this board. Because this deck is going to have, like, you have a lot of treasure gaining, and you need a trash treasure for plus buy, so you need a lot of draw to make all that work. So SamE did get the potion, which surprises me. LazyDog is ignoring the potion, which that part I do agree with. That's one thing where I do side with him over Sam on that particular decision. The opening, just LazyDog's opening was pretty weird, though, and it still looks like that might leave him at a big disadvantage here. Yeah. They both play their warrior at the same time, though, but Sam is definitely much further along, cycling through their deck on the shuffle, being thinner and all, so that's quite nice. Oh, whoa, sorry about that. Oh, crap. Yeah, there we go. Okay, my partner VSunar is running into technical difficulties. Also, I really don't like Sam buying the familiar there. Although he doesn't know this, LazyDog already has the hero in hand, so he's going to shuffle that champion into the deck. So, yeah, I don't really see you getting more than one, maybe two curses out of that familiar. It's not even upgrade food. It is, like, okay salvager food, I guess, eventually. But still, I think that is still, it feels too late for the familiar to me, to be honest. All right, LazyDog gets a fine ambassador hand here. Although not so fine of a hand in general for this point in the game. That's hunting grounds for Sam. Yep, that's it. Just ambassador, 2 coppers, nothing else happening there. Play the page, and do you trash the silver with the salvager? I might be tempted to. Like, if that gets me a hunting grounds or something. I feel like that could be worth going for.
Hello, I hope the switch of laptops has corrected my cutting in and out.
Okay, that should be better.
Right, so I see a couple hunting grounds have been purchased. That's nice.
Yep. And yes, Marcuson asked, it is indeed FunkDoc, that's me, and VSunar on the commentary, and I'm the one running the stream here tonight. For all y'all out there, tonight or the morning or afternoon or wherever it is where you're at. So, welcome, welcome. And
So SamE gets his champion down here, which should be winning in this position, I feel.
I agree.
FunkDuck, not FunkDuck, LazyDog, sorry, still hasn't hit hero, I believe.
LazyDog played the hero.
But he didn't convert it to a champion.
No, he did. It's just it's more that Sam's a lot thinner.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
He has the 3 champions in the pylon, so
Yeah.
blank out on that.
Right. I mean, Delve, to me, like, I kind of feel like Delve does make the double ambassador idea better here, and that's likely what's really helping Sam a lot. Like, Sam was able to get hunting grounds earlier,
Right.
and so on. So, yeah, thin deck with like 2 or 3 silvers, and you can just go from there. And that definitely beats the more gradual approach to thinning. Like here again, like LazyDog could not play the hunting grounds there because he couldn't risk drawing the champion dead. Here's another dud. So yeah, I just don't see much hope for him in this one right now.
Yeah. The open and shut here for Sam. How do you close this game out though? Presumably by buying the provinces.
Yeah, I feel like you would probably want to. I could see a mint coming into play actually, because I mean that would effectively serve a similar role to hero, but would be quicker to get. So I could see like doing mint stuff to get your money in buys, and then kind of like angling for a potential like multi hunting grounds trashing finish if needed. But I don't see that being needed here, but that might likely be what you would end up having to do.
Right.
if this game got close.
So LazyDog loses on Ambassador there to Sam. He faces out a bit more difficult for him.
Yeah, the not opening ambassador was just it appears to have been too much to overcome.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh no.
I agree.
Okay, there we go.
So Sam has this potion here, but again, I don't think he needs that. Like 13 and 2 buys here, this could easily be a couple hunting grounds. You switch your 2 warriors into heroes and come from there and start buying double province on your next turn, I believe. The buy is too precious to waste on something like an alchemist, I feel. Like 21, that's 4 on double province, and he's set here. So let's see if he does go after. No, he goes after a couple hunting grounds, and I would like to see him convert these warriors into heroes. So another, no one has picked up Taxman yet, which is also something reasonable for treasure. Gaining, I think, somewhat reasonable. Not as good as Hero, obviously, with the massive overdraw, but it can be done. And here's the champion finally for LazyDog, but at such too late, I feel like. Expect Sam to go for double province here. He did convert one warrior into a hero, still has the other one in hand. Salvager, so that's a big blow actually. You can already plus buy from him then. I mean, not that in a huge way as is, but it just puts LazyDog further down. Yeah, I would also start maybe thinking about trashing these ambassadors with these salvagers. They aren't really gonna help once LazyDog has his champion and near the end of his deck, so Sam should expect that to be the case. A second salvager for him is excellent. Excellent, 100% agree with that. He's overdrawing with his hunting ground, so about sending the warrior in for a hero from the ambassador here. One time, trash the potion, get rid of it. Do it, trash the potion.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Potion definitely is highly unnecessary at this point, so that seems.
He does go trash it.
Yep, there you go. That's a pretty obvious next step.
Yep, so Forum double province is what we're looking at here. Let's see if he has some alternative plan in mind. Province, he's starting to score. He might be thinking about a couple more hunting grounds here. But sure, he doesn't need to do that. So he does go for hunting grounds, and yeah, a couple more hunting grounds.
Yeah, definitely.
So if you
oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, please go ahead. I've been talking way too much.
No, it's all good. I was just saying that, that's also definitely a fine play too, because, I mean, again, hunting ground split's just so important here. So I don't mind putting in extra effort to win that in his position. So I'm down with this.
True. Denial play, agree. He might be thinking about 3-file ending. Sure where that comes from. Like, you can surely enter the estates now. With the hunting grounds. The hunting grounds themselves might vanish. A 3-file, not really sure. He still has the warrior in his deck though. So Cam does manage to stick his champion down, gets a couple warriors and a couple hunting grounds out. So let's see what he can make of this. But I think he should really think about getting back a salvager. He has done that actually. There's no choice really at this point but to train for point. The arc isn't going to save him here. He needs to go after provinces. I feel a couple salvages for him, which is reasonable. I expect the ambassador to put the curse back. Nope, couple is an 8 is going to be a province for him. He gets to trash the hovel as a bonus, I guess. That's nice. Also, this warrior. Yeah, so this warrior from Sam actually was from his treasure hunter that he had on the previous day. And I think he did turn his warrior into a hero. He has a couple heroes in his deck now.
Also, I did not even realize how many curses he's gotten from that familiar buy. I'm shocked at that. I did not think that was gonna pay off at all, but I mean, hey, gotten 4 curses out of it. That's impressive.
4 curses is good, yeah.
Yeah.
4 curses is pretty good. Here come the hunting grounds. Here come the hunting grounds.
Yeah, and now is where Sam's gonna bring out the big guns.
Yep, I think he can triple province if he wants to here. And I think he should go for that.
I feel like last hunting ground, like I would go for last hunting grounds in that position, but then after that, yeah, points.
And straight provinces, yeah. That is a reasonable line in my head too. So yeah, get another salvage after Sam here. $82. You probably could get up to 82, I feel. The bottom of his deck, that is unfortunate. That's low. Still a nice looking deck by Sam here. Lots of hunting grounds. Copious use of heroes. I haven't actually played a game where I use in it, but this is a board you could do that in. Down goes the familiar, down goes the ambassador, and what is the last salvage? Silver, I imagine, copper, gold. Probably just checking his money here to see what he could do. So the last hunting ground here would put Sam at 6 hunting grounds. LazyDog's at 4. Yeah, and Funkdog might be right, cutting off LazyDog from the draw here. Him out of the game completely. Whereas going after the provinces, there's some slight risk that you stall.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, the thing is, like, Forum can make up for some of the loss in hunting grounds, but I'm thinking more about having enough to draw and then still having spare hunting grounds left to trash in the end game.
Right.
That's more what I'm thinking about with that.
Right, I see, yeah. That makes sense, actually, yeah. From what we can see, he has 4 gold, 2 silver, and a copper in hand. So that's what, 12 and 4, $16, $17 for profit. So the question is whether or not he wants to do that. If he takes a gold out, plus 9 is 25, 5 is 80, which isn't really significant. Oh, he trashes a hunting ground here. Takes a duchy. Quad province, I imagine.
Yes.
If he was thinking for that long. I forgot there that hunting grounds can be through a duchy. I thought it was strictly 3 SDs.
Yeah, and if he can do that much, then he's realistically not coming back from this anyway. So yeah, I don't mind leaving the last hunting grounds in the pile there if you can get that much out of it.
Yeah, LazyDog gets a belated mint here, which is a good card for his deck, but I thought he gets to use it. Sam does actually take the last hunting ground here, so he did stall as what I was talking about. He dreamed of going after the provinces. He may stall. LazyDog may have a good turn. Might make things a bit more awkward, which is why the hunting ground plays a bit safer, honestly. But like Funk Dog said, I don't think it's gonna much matter here. The dog here, imagine here there goes the forum on the province, but Shinny's not gonna solve this here. Now Sam
Yep,
should close out game one here.
yep, for sure. With that already nice starting hand, yeah, this one's done. So, all right, good job to Sam. I figured I definitely like Sam's opening better, and it seems to have really played out that way. So, good job, Sam, for taking game one.
Yeah. I mean, he could just trash a salvage or his salvage province, play hero by, and say, okay, so he has it, he has it.
Yeah, no problem. GG.
Alright, so that was LazyDog start actually.
Yes, so Sam will now, as per usual, what we do in these matches is we switch first player alternating each game. So that means Sam will get to be first player in the next game. And I will update the stream here with that result.
Interesting note here. Sam has 3 heroes counting for his triumphal arc. 3 warriors counting for his triumphal arc. That is also a clever little endgame thing you could do there, like switching the travelers. You could triumphal arc that might put you in a favorable position at the end. I had that happen to me in a game with Orchard, which is 3 copies of an action card, and on the very last turn, my opponent turned 2 disciples, 2 teachers, to bring his total to 3 teachers, and he snuck out a win with that. Anyways, we have Kingdom number 2 up here, and I see
yes.
bottom 4 cards all trash.
Yeah, there's a lot of trashing here, and not a whole lot else because this is what makes this kind of tricky is that you have Diplomat here. It's the only potential village, but the only way to make it work as that is through trashing or an opponent playing Catapult. So, to me, this just seems kind of like a trashing and good stuff sort of deck, and that means that Catapult is likely going to be very good here. It can be the Catapult attacks can be quite oppressive on limited boards like this one, so I would expect that to be an important card here.
Yeah, Catapult is surprisingly attack for slowing down your opponent. Especially when you can use it reliably as a junker, as well as a discard attack, is incredible. Both players have a 5-2 here, and raises the opening to go for 5-2. You should consider Treasury and raise, honestly.
I think I'm inclined to agree with the Forum over Treasury. The question in my mind is whether you want a 5 at all or whether you would want another Trasher with the raise, which I would lean Catapult in that scenario. But it's this one's I don't really have a strong read on where to go with the 5-2 here.
Yeah, I think so. There's some value to Amulet. I feel just for the silver gaining and the manipulation of the aqueduct pile. So there are a couple extra sources of DP on the board, the aqueduct, as well as fairground. To get your fairgrounds off the province, there's a lot of cards you would gladly play with in this deck. For treasury peddlers advisors, as well as a silver or gold also. So you can also open the amulet if you don't want to open with a 5. I prefer the forum on the raise on this, I just like cycling like crazy people. And then I would pick up another trash on team 3 or 4. Alternatively. So amulet and catapult can work together, but like Funkdog mentioned, it's a bit awkward together to work with diplomacy, the only source of plus action. meaning Amulet to get you the silver, Catapult to trash the silver and cause you problems. But I would play here to keep my options open for Fairgrounds. I would try to set up a deck where I had 15 cards if possible. If possible.
Yeah, and I think that is manageable because there's not too many terminals on here. So Fairgrounds does seem like the way to go to me. I agree with you there.
So Sam goes for the Treasury as opposed to LazyDog's Forum. So we do have a difference right off the bat here. So this is going to be interesting. Another 5 for LazyDog. So we'll see what he does with his 5 here. In his position, I think our second 5, I would go for Treasury. Just to have the 1 of in the deck. It's hard to get you to the price plus. You always having that reliable 1 coin. Because it does mean his raise is in the back, probably with an escape, so you should have no problem hitting gold and whatever. You could also think about playing a more money style deck and just throttle in provinces. I don't know how well that would work. Amulet using it to gain silver a lot, and raise would clip away at the coppers occasionally. I don't know. Forum is a nice card for that too. Anyway, so Sam picks up an amulet here. So he raised an escape and he has an amulet and he has his treasury in hand now. So let's see what LazyDog's 5 is here, because he got 5 twice. Sam has to go somewhere. He goes with catapult on 5, so there you go, Funker. Pick up a trash on a big price point there, like 5.
Yeah, I mean, Catapult, when the fact that you have another good estate trasher here makes me like it more. I mean, I do see the value of the amulet, but that feels to me like maybe a bit later on. I don't know. I mean, it's
Yeah,
go ahead.
I would pick up catapult first, then amulet. God, I mean, you discard attack curse is what I'm saying. It doesn't give you 2 coins. I think you need to put a catapult in. Unfortunately, it's very difficult to get the rocks. What we're going to do. So Sam has 6. So he does go for the gold straight away. He does go for the gold straight away here. Doesn't have a forum yet though, Sam. So he might be looking to play this a bit. Three here. So here comes the catapult. Nice. Keeps in a state to trash there, Sam. It's a noble thing to do. And 3 for the LazyDog. What is it gonna be? He could get a peddler here actually. That's not crazy. That is not crazy. Again, just adding to the 1 of contributing to the fairgrounds. He does pick up the peddler. So LazyDog does seem to be playing with fairgrounds in mind. Anyway. I wonder if he'll trash the raise here to go digging in his deck or something, or just be content with trashing a couple. 2 here is not. He should actually trash here, I think. Sam 2 is not particularly exciting. The raise gets, let's say, a state come out of your deck. Yeah, he does trash and passes it over to LazyDog here. He actually refuses to play the raise entirely because he wants a 50 mark. Yeah, I could see it. I could definitely see a single diplomat in the deck.
Meanwhile, LazyDog got the diplomat there, so which is interesting because Sam has ignored a catapult. So that could be tricky to activate.
I think he'll get some value out of it early on with the raise. He has the forum as well, so give it a bit early on. Sam goes for a second goal here, so Sam has a bit of a money advantage, whereas LazyDog has the attack coming in. Plus, he has a bit of a trashing advantage at this point, I feel. Yeah, so gold number 3 for Sam. That's a lot of gold. With little buy. He only buys in forum, which is not really a buy.
And LazyDog's going to get the catapult again already, which is nice.
Yeah, and this raise, I think he should explode this raise because the diplomat is in the bottom 2 cards. He could play it, draw it, and still attack his opponent. Because if not, he's not fighting this. He a peddler, he could get a peddler. Never mind. So again, he refuses to play the raise here, which is interesting. He probably wants to hold on to as much ammunition as possible for his catapult, is what he's doing.
Interesting. Or maybe he just didn't track his deck and realize the diplomat would be there.
Yeah, maybe. But anyway, let's see if Sam takes another goal here. No, he gets the diplomat now. Very nice. So I think he needed that. I think he needed that. But LazyDog's deck is coming along here real nice. His diplomat trigger is there. Him, and yeah, he almost has the deck in his hand here.
Oh.
So we'll see how fast he can cover this economy disadvantage he's at. And Sam's deck is not too bad either. So yeah, here comes the catapult and Sam's reaction with the diplomat. So that's real nice for him. That he's pleased as punch that as soon as he bought the diplomat, it started to do good for him. So just keep an eye on the aqueduct pile. We have 4 pile there. It's becoming slightly sizable. Sam actually discards his treasury there. Maybe he's thinking about picking up a province still. Otherwise, I would have kept the treasury and 1 gold on the diplomat and looked to pick up another gold instead. So we'll see if this is gold for LazyDog. It is not his duchy, so he was tempted by the aqueduct and he took the 4 points off of it. Not usually. Sometimes you could kind of ignore the points that end up on the landmarks, but here, not so sure about that. Alright, so Sam finds enough money for province number 1. That is going to be how this game ends on provinces, it looks like. LazyDog explodes one of his raises and catapult comes out. Let's see if he chooses this silver to trash. I doubt he'll do it. I think he'll take copper trash instead. Shows up once again in the nick of time. To help him out here. It's tough to say who's ahead at this point, I feel.
Let me see here. LazyDog taking the aqueduct points was an interesting play. I'm not sure how I feel about that but it was interesting in the sense that Sam was clearly gunning for the province that turn and was extremely likely to get it. So
yeah, so maybe he did that just to prevent Sam from getting aqueduct points. I'm not sure. So LazyDog does trash with copper as opposed to silver here. Picks up another forum It should be very nice to exact. Unless if Sam gets the province here.
Oh, there was an
Oh,
undo.
actually, you can gain treasury.
Yeah. Wonder if LazyDog's thinking about Fairgrounds here.
I think he is. He has one treasury, one peddler. And because of Fairgrounds on the board, it is difficult to make the choices ahead. I think Sam's deck is less diverse than Lazy Dog. So Lazy Dog does have access to a lot more points. Although, might be that much more diverse in his deck. But definitely has a better start in that direction. So Lazy Dog can see his deck here, but it doesn't have a lot of money in it. So the catapult comes over again. No reaction from the diplomat this time. I wonder that influences Lazy Dog's decision here on his catapult target. Chooses copper. 6 is going to be goal number 1 for Lazy Dog. So he's getting to the point where he could provinces, etc. So this annual choice here for Sam. He should just gain a silver here. Chooses to trash and gets up to 5. Which really at this point, that's a form. That's 100% a form for Sam in my opinion here. So Sam might be looking here to empty the provinces as quickly as possible. Not trying to gain fairgrounds too much. With 3 gold in his back, that's pretty nice if he could find it every turn to buy a province. He's also played without catapult this entire game, which is interesting. Thought both players would end up picking up a catapult there. He's thinking long and hard about this decision. What else could he be considering on 5k? Treasury? Perhaps another diplomat.
Yeah. Yeah, because now I think, yeah, Sam. Duchy! Oh,
Oh,
the aqueduct points.
Sashi, I don't like it.
Yeah, I agree.
Deck worse, much worse, and he doesn't want to be there. And he only picks up a solitary point from that. It seems like he's resolved himself to green very hard at this point, but I don't think he has to do that. And from the catapult here, might get him off the province. I bet you he feels sick if you just Duchy off the diplomat. And it prevents him from getting the province. No province here. If he wants, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I feel like, definitely feel like LazyDog needs to build up some more economy here before committing to the green.
Yeah. Oh wow, he trashes us. Ooh,
Mm.
that was well timed. The one that he picked up, he Duchy there. Just before a shuffle as well.
Ooh.
Oh wow, we get to 8. Alright. Do that.
Awful hand here, though, for
Yep.
Sam coming up. So, actually, the attack's not going to do all that much damage here, but
Unless it's not junking at
yeah. And this is where getting that duchy early is already hurting here. So
yeah.
now he might go for provinces, probably. Is 2
I think
gold? I don't know. Maybe.
I don't think that's good for
Yeah.
a little more. and target down the fairground. I think buying province plays into Sam's hand in the game. I might be tempted to pick up Forum and Amulet here just to start pumping my deck with Silver on one turn, crashing them on the next turn to junk Sam out of this game.
That's yeah, that's a neat idea, and I can support that for sure.
Forum is cool. For example, if you do Forum and Visor, hit once an Advisor for you fairground. Or Forum Templar even. If the state is at 11, so then if you do something like Forum Playground, reliably. Let's see what choice Mr. Ball makes.
Oh, he goes for the province. So yeah, we were not quite fans of that. Oh, he's gonna put the curse in hand to trash it with the amulet. Okay, that works. And presumably just buy another raise here. Why not?
Yeah. So the way he's both of them are built their deck, if he's going to stall hard past province, it's going to be particularly tense for both of them. Down goes the diplomat, so another curse for Sam. So that diplomat was in one of them his deck, which is makes fairground a little more. So I think to be consistent with his choice, he should go for province there. LazyDog already.
Yeah. So this is pretty much the same situation as last turn, and now he goes for Forum plus Peddler. Okay, interesting.
And that province is just a one of in his deck. He's still thinking about fairgrounds in my mind. Although again, I would have gone for an amulet. The amulet is another one of and provides catapult with ammunition. Sam gets up to province, so that's nice for him. Very, very nice. He feels comfortable. Well, not comfortable, but happy that he's able to get there. Catapult is running out of targets at this point. What is he gonna trash here? Kill the peddler. Oh wow. Province a LazyDog. This has to be Duchy for Sam, I feel. Yeah, we get into this nice tense point. The LazyDog is going to buy a province on this turn here. So we'll be at what, 31 to 25? And we start Duchy dancing. Just enough money in his deck without playing the capital. He has the one treasury, one cattle, and his 2 gold. We got him up to 8. Ooh, LazyDog is really thinking about not province, huh? You want to trash with the capital? He plays the peddler. I would not trash the forum if I were him. I wouldn't trash anything. Oh, here comes the capital. Kills a gold. Kills a gold. Chunk out of his total buying power for this game. Does make Sam this kind of Justin. but it's a big chunk of his buying power. He goes for Forum and Settler there, so maybe that's what he's angling for now. Forums and Settlers to get back into Sam's buying range. So Sam with his 6, when he's just counting how many it might be worth that question. But I think Sam should buy a gold here and look to hit the two provinces and like how
I am I am fine with that here. Lucas for
they
Forum.
form
I could see that too.
forum is not green card basically.
Yeah.
Alright, so LazyDog pulls out the cap again. He might use it on the forum here. In his position I would like to keep my opponent at 3 cards in his hand every single turn, but there's just not enough treasure gaining for him to do that. He does trash out for him, just taking curse. Well, 7 is going to be another forum peddler, it is going to be another forum peddler for it. So, in a kind of equilibrium state, we can put 5 more creases into Sam's deck by trashing forums. That does empty a pile. Forums and peddlers also empty piles, so we'll see how this thing goes. Sam should be able to get a province on the shuffle, I hope. Really hope and I expect him to get to a province somehow. Reaction of the diplomat here. So I expect our farm to go down again, put in another creation to Sam's deck. Yeah, there goes the forum. Is it gonna be another forum peddler thing here? I would not take Province in this position, especially after seeing my diplomat. He does take it. So Sam probably has to take money from Samuel and hope the diplomat is kind to him. Yeah, because money is not guaranteed by at least by an energy eventually to go from winning on last province. You have to go for that. And just ending as soon as possible. The back is there's a lot more green and purple in the deck than LazyDog. And yeah,
And that's the game.
So that was a bit of a stream. It's limited by a 5, only one buy on the board, your default one.
Alright. 2-0 for Sam now.
Yeah. That is true, I completely lost track of the score.
Yeah, no problem. I'm updating it on the stream here, so... Yep, now LazyDog is going to be first player for Game 3.
One thing I noticed when I played LazyDog is that he's not a good attitude towards the game. He's not phased even if he loses a couple of games. I expect him to still put in a good show here and not buckle to the pressure that of being 2 games under. Alright, so we have a board with arms, museum. We already have shelters to start with. Quickly goes for spice mission via arms.
Yep. Spice Merchant Alms, the very, very obvious opening here with Alms for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, 5-2 left, isn't it? You could do like Mystic Spice Mission.
Come on, man.
Mission Potion, that's nice. That's actually probably the best thing to do on the board here. There's a forge on the board, but by the time you look at a forge, I think this Spice Mission hopefully have everything anyway. The only thing is if you want to get rid of your shelters, I don't know, given that level is 2 points each. That's what to do that though.
Another thing you could potentially consider here is what LazyDog just did, which I actually like here, is a second Spice Merchant because you have the Forge to turn them into other useful things later.
Yeah, absolutely. Second Spice Mission is real nice here.
Mm-hmm.
Because arms cost nothing, and if you have a university, especially like LazyDog does here, the golden, and SamE has his university. So I think one university and fools and maybe come back to a second uni.
Yeah, I could see
Largely.
second uni after you're drawing more, but this feels like scrying pools to me for a little while here.
Yeah. The game files maybe with the university being a card to control the end.
Yeah.
And fools, you want all the distant lands, and a natural target for the university is Mystic on this board, so
Yeah. And actually,
I
don't forget, distant lands might be a reason to potentially get a third university down the line. Possibly.
Yep. There's also a museum around, so like, gaining extra stuff is not a problem.
Yeah.
I mean, it's welcome in your deck actually. You're rewarded for having a library selected. So Sam has a mistake, LazyDog has a mistake. Is some consideration to picking up an in on your first five just to get things rolling a bit more quickly? But the mistake is fine too, I think. It's a little bit troublesome with all the shelters in your deck, but whatever. Once you have Sky and Cool, none of them have a Sky and Cool yet, though. What's happening here? Sam, are you gonna buy a Sky and Cool with this potion you have in your hand?
Sam, yeah, that's yeah, there was a second university bought, and that's been it. No pools yet. And that should be. I'm. I. Oh no, second university for Sam
Yeah.
too. Wow. Okay.
These grad students, I tell you. Wishes for university, but really look overgrown actually.
Ouch.
Sad time. So what are you doing for here? You could have also armed here, but it doesn't make any difference. Oracle is good. Surplus is also good just for the 2 points. Consider a second potion here. Probably not. There's no nice way to get a first buy on the board once the copper is gone. You
Yeah.
should use Forge using coppers and then Spice Merchant to get your first buy. That's real convoluted. So Shrine Pool has been purchased by Sam here. So he has the potion in hand now. Expecting to keep his university. Oh well. Bye.
That's a tricky. Oh, okay. It's-
He gains Mystic and Shrine Pool. Yes, Shrine Pool for. So I think whoever sees a Shrine Pool first is gonna have a big advantage in this game.
Also, I believe LazyDog still doesn't have a Settlers yet, so that's 2 points that need to be picked up at some point here.
Right. Ooh, interesting decision for Sam. Does he actually let him have the potion? He lets him have the potion, huh?
Ooh, wow.
I probably would have skipped that. And
Question
easily if
is,
he doesn't. I sorry.
no, just saying. I think I would still probably play the Oracle in this position. I think you should still. There's too much junk in the deck to clear through not to play it, I think. But Dog doesn't play it. Kind of surprising.
But I agree. I would have played that Oracle. Sam has a couple mistakes in hand. So what you get with Mystic is kind of strategic as well. So if you have two Mystics, the general advice is that you want to guess for something bad that's on top of your deck because if it's something good, you could pick it up with the second Mystic. So he does wish for copper and find it. Maybe being that low down in his deck, he knew that I'm going to find him copper. But yeah, same thing with Mystic, same thing with Wishing Well. If you have a couple copies of Well in your hand, want to wish for something bad on the first one because the second Well could pick up the good thing if it's at the top of the deck. That's in general, of course, that's not always true. Sam is thinking here, but I would have snapped put down two universities, mistake, or maybe just distant lands, and try and pull. Maybe he's thinking about what to gain with the university if it's time to go for distant lands. Okay, Mystic is one. Is it going to be distant lands on this one? Because I don't think that is unreasonable at all. In terms of that picking up distant lands. Distant lands is such a good victory card, honestly. People who play in like the play engine who absolutely love this card. It does not came past your deck.
And there's the distant lands, like we talked about.
Yeah.
Draws the potion, which is good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Cool, wow. Rough discard there. Let's see what happens. With Oracle around. Issues from Mystic, but if you cop on distant lands goes down on the mat with Sam here and 4. That's kind of cool, I imagine. I imagine some of us kind of cool. Yeah, so Sam is in a good position here. I think LazyDog needs to have a good turn to stay alive in this game. Right now, yeah, he plays. So he gets the good turn that he needs.
Yep. Great draw here, and couldn't have come at a better time, so.
He gets another mistake here. I wonder if he'll pick up distant land with his second uni, which I expect him to get to. Well, we take him buys off his 5 mission. He's not drawing anything.
Ooh. Interesting play. And luckily he draws a village to play the other Oracle safely.
I think he lets Sam have the second 5 mission at this point.
Yeah, I agree.
Cool. Alright, so is this distant land? So LazyDog. Oh, Mystic, alright.
Ooh, great draw there. Alright, this could be the turn that he needs. And exactly one card left so he can safely play the Mystic now. Without triggering the bad shuffle. And now he can just trash for another more coins with the Spice Merchant here at the end of the shuffle. Wow.
We could have him and Potion and 3 buys.
Yeah.
What does that look like?
Or better yet, he draws the Mystics. Interesting. Not sure how I feel about that. Then again, I don't know if 3 buys Sorry.
Yeah, 10 potion on 3 buys looks like what? Scrying Pool, Trash or Hobble maybe, and an Oracle or Settler maybe. Oh, here comes Forge.
There it
Okay, yeah.
is.
And a Scrying Pool. So he's not taken any distant lands. Perhaps he'll do so on this shuffle. But he does have the Forge, which is very nice. Expect him to gobble up some shelters, spice merchants. Yeah, Piles has 2 Mystics, so that should vanish fairly quickly. They have 4 Scrying Pools, and I expect the distant lands to be vanish as well. The Sam started on them last turn, and I expect he'll continue with them here. Like at this point, I would not pick up Mystic Saddle straight distant land.
Yeah, definitely agree now. Could throw in an inn at some point too, just for the points, but distant land's got to be the priority right now.
Yeah, Chain is also source of plus action, which is
Very useful here, especially since, draw is not a concern. The discard part of inn's not going to be much of a problem at all here, so it will be a good card, but I can see feeling the need to crush distant lands here.
something. Yeah, just such a good card. You can gain it and play it on the same thing. It doesn't do anything bad to your deck, like other green cards, especially here. You get 4 points for it. What more do you want? $5 for 4 points?
Mm-hmm.
You get 6 points for the first one, 4 for the subsequent one. So there goes this plan. Trying to. Where is this other university? Is on top of the tonight? So would you consider picking up a third university here? Or would you still go after this kind of pool?
I might get maybe one more pool and then another uni, maybe. I don't know. Actually, if you can get good trashing with the Forge, I could see a third uni already here.
Yeah, because if he gets a third uni here, worst case scenario, LazyDog gets 3 this one maybe. Oh, and then he could get all 3 with his 3 unis. But he could also get another thing too. So I was thinking again here about this university. Yeah, hook distant lands number 3 for him here. He'll stick both of them down on him. Wow. And I show off the top of LazyDog deck, but I don't, that's too much of a problem. You should see them back on daytime. So SamE could actually go for the third buy. Probably like there's nothing better to do with the copper anyway. He's actually in the same position. LazyDog goes in 10 and 3 buys if he wants. But he goes for 9 potion and 3 buys. He goes for 10 potion and 3 buys.
Yep, I'm guessing this is Scrying Pool Forge here, or possibly University Forge. Okay, he goes for the third uni like you talked about. Okay.
Mm.
Well.
This looks bad for LazyDog, but I don't think it's so bad. Okay, there's a spice mission for the top of the deck, and I should rescue the turn.
Hopefully that should save things here, because you can take the cards from the Spice Merchant here. I don't know about playing them. See, in that position, I would have played the Spice Merchant first, played it for cards to make the odds a little bit better for the Mystic if needed. So that's what I would have done there, I think. But he goes into a pool anyway, so...
No, I agree with you there. I think it's a little safer to play these Spice Merchant first. Let's see if LazyDog now goes after the distant land. I feel like he will.
He has to at this point, or else he's just going to be just hopelessly behind in that split. And the thing about distant lands is winning the split on that, even just 5-3, is a really significant point swing. So any greater than a 5-3 split is practically game winning itself as long as the rest of your building is good, which it is here. So
Yeah. The 5-3 gives you an 8 point advantage, which is already more than one province. Has LazyDog run out of couples?
yes, as a matter of fact, he has, because he had to trash that one for cards.
Ah, I
That's the
see.
last one in his deck. So
Right. He actually chooses to play the Necropolis here. He might want us to forge.
mm, I almost wonder if he wants to, feeling like he might want to keep the Necro around for points and also the actions.
Yeah, for sure. Um, I, I'm thinking of using this forge to gain a distant land.
Ooh, that's a good point. Trash. Oh, there we go. Yeah, Oracle plus the shelters. Oh, that's a good call.
I would have gone Spice Merchant and a Shelter there.
Mm. I don't know. I feel
Ooh.
like getting 4 of the distant lands is just so important right now.
He could actually win the split right here. If he chooses to take 5 with this Spice Merchant, he can get 5 distant land.
Because he could forge a Spice Merchant back into the potion next turn. So yeah,
Yeah,
I think I like that.
he does make the play. Alright, good. Hang on. He set aside one distant land. I thought he forgot to set aside a distant land. Okay, so Sam makes LazyDog discard a distant land there.
Yeah, I would have left that on top. I think
Yeah.
possibly about the
Skyfall.
yeah. Really, other than distant lands, like for their turn, Spice Birch is about the only worst card at this point. Maybe Necro. That's about it.
Yeah. I don't know, in Uni, you might be tempted to leave on top anything that doesn't draw. I mean, Uni is kind of strong card, but I don't know about that. But the Mystics do kind of help against Skyfalls and stop decking attack. If you leave something bad on top, you can easily pick it up with the Mystic. Well, this turn for LazyDog looks to be, unless there's some real magic, some real mysticism in his mind.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Real life mystic. Skyfall has to be at the top of the deck here, right? Or Oracle. He burned his Oracle, didn't he? Yeah, he forged his Oracle into the distant line. Well, but we'll see what happens. I don't know that he's full yet. Sam's position here. Do you take your last 26? I feel like that's a safe thing to do. Probably pick up a Skyfall. I would pick up this Skyfall because I'm scared. If you have a deck of 6-7 Mystics, or a hand of 4 Mystics and a Necropolis. Oh, so there goes the ink for Sam.
There we go.
Nice, nice. Still doesn't have his Forge in hand though. Turns out to be at the bottom of the deck. Oh no, second Scrying Pool for LazyDog gone. So I think there's only one left in those 9 cards. More and more it's looking like he'll stall on this next turn. So Sam here, what do you use the Forge as? Just move on to probably.
You need gaining Spice Merchants for forge food. Interesting.
And that puts the piles kind of low, actually.
Mm-hmm.
They also have a 20 point advantage, and presumably more, yeah. Transferring to Robin. Stole to expect it more from these people. Okay. Ah, so he triggered a shuffle. What is on top of his deck? Is it two Spice Merchants? And there's at least one Spice Merchant in there. I wonder what else is in there.
Ooh, that is, yeah, it's risky play there, and trashing the potion with the spice merchant there. So now he's deciding whether he wants to trash the hovel or keep it for the museum points.
Right. So
And
Sam may have given himself a stall kill by triggering that
yeah,
shuffle.
I agree with trashing the hovel in this situation myself.
Yeah, like, I mean, it doesn't really matter too much. Flick, Mr. Lazy Dog. Taking an in off the university to shuffle all the discarded actions back in.
Well,
And the in itself can help him cycle a bit to find his grind pool. So now there's three grind pools in 11 cards.
here I think I might just draw the forge now and turn a spice merchant into the potion to get that back. And play the distant lands. I might just do that this turn. Could also then buy, could get like buy a settlers for the museum points, maybe.
Yeah, I definitely pull the forge off now. So you could buy arms at this point as well. The forge spice merchant arms into anything. Which, I mean, doesn't matter because you have 4 coins. Yeah, so he regains the potion as he was talking about here. Let's see if Sam stalls out here. Yeah, he does stall out. Well, that does have money trigger shuffles like that, right? So, does Lazy Dog have a chance to win this game?
The problem is the piles are getting so low, and having the extra university. With the stall turn here, maybe, but I feel like he's just not going to get another. Lazy Dog, I feel like is just not going to get another turn after this. Because Sam
Right.
is drawing the piles down lower, so.
So I believe he still has some amount of distant lands to stick onto his map too, it seems. So that's 8 points.
And he has 3 more left in the deck, so he can get, let's see, so that's 12 points if he plays all those. That would get him to 40. A province would get him up to 48. And if he has enough actions, could do something with Forge too, depending. Maybe like a duchy if you're desperate. So.
It's tricky here.
Well, that's the deck now.
Yep.
Oh, and could also, of course, just see here. I would pick up, like I think I would pick up an inn, maybe pick up another inn possibly for the actions, and pick up a settlers with the university, and maybe forge one of the mystics into a duchy or something. I'm just thinking like max points mindset because I'm worried that Sam is going to pile out next turn. So.
Yeah. So I think max points might give him a slight points advantage, but if Sam draws everything, that doesn't matter because the 3 universities could be in 3 spice merchants.
That is true.
Forges are mystic buys points and overtakes things to win here somehow.
Could just. Let me think about this.
So he has 3 games, right? Well, on 1 buy, so that's 4 games, so he can empty everything, but that's not enough.
Yeah, I had thought about. Yeah, see, the problem is, yeah, I just don't see quite enough gains here because you could maybe like gain 2 more spice merchants, get another province out of those, but
After 5 games, 2 buys, he could trash a potion for the buy. That does take him down on points, but maybe the buy is more helpful. I'm not really sure this is tough. He does have to spend that 2 minutes thinking.
Yeah, it's tricky, especially because going for the buy would cost him 2 points. Also,
Yeah. And you should also take into account that Province is 8 points when the first one, Duchy is 5 points. He already has mistakes on Spice Merchant, so those aren't worth points. Yeah, I think whatever he's doing, he has to stick down this man first. I get him to 40, that's close. Close enough. He can get 2 provinces, he could forge into one and buy another. 40 plus 12 is 52. So Sam would need to empty the file plus buy a duchy in his capacity.
so yeah, not really seeing a good way out of this for LazyDog. There's also potential copper gaining for a couple another points, but I don't know. That's not really going to be able to factor into this turn, I don't think.
Alright, let's see what LazyDog has come up with. What is he gonna go for here? Can't even play for a tie, unfortunately, being first player.
Right.
But LazyDog has managed to win. By 1 point, Sam would probably be regretting trashing that hobo. Probably, yeah, slightly humorous. Not for Sam at all.
I mean, now you might be wondering if maybe you wanted to keep the shelters, but I feel like this deck was fragile enough that it was still worth trashing because of the players only having 3 scrying pools. That made getting rid of the junk just so important. So that part I think is fine. Just this is
He
just
didn't have time to
such a
pick up
huge
more
gap.
swimming pool.
Yeah, such a huge gap.
152 points for LazyDog. Maybe more than that. If he trashing the potion, he can get up to what? 12? So province is 8. 8 is with 4 points. He can get up to 54 if he likes. He'll have to give up too many points to do that.
Uh oh.
Okay,
Uh
yeah,
oh.
we figure out something that we didn't. That is what I want to know.
Do we
Did you
have the play
find
here, folks?
the last Spice Merchant looks like he's going for the end? Yeah, okay, definitely going for the end here. Hey, madman, I mean, have wasting that mystic draw. If he gained one, then mystic, then gained the other one. But whatever. Eventually, yeah. Alright, so what do you have here? Do you have a win? So there goes the distant land, as you need to. Have 40 points, 2 spice merchants, 10 VP. What do you have? The Forge now. Forge Mystic into Duchy.
If he, I'm surprised he's gonna drain the piles like this if he didn't already have the plan set out.
Yeah. So here goes the Forge. Double spice merchants into Province. Inconsequential. Yeah, so at this point, he doesn't have anything.
Yeah.
He only has 2 buys. I've made it a lot easier for Sam to empty the piles, honestly.
Yeah. Because if he hadn't touched those piles, because there was 1 Mystic and 3 Spice Merchants, he. Like, he still could have done it, but it really would have stretched him out on gains.
Yeah, it would have been a lot more difficult for Sam to do it. So okay, so he's telling Sam, look, get 2 spice merchants and 5 points and can win. LazyDog does have a scrying pool, so that does give him a decent shot if he has another turn. Doesn't look like it with the same Oracle combination here though. Does not look like it one bit. Mistake. Very nice thing with the settlers, it tells you exactly what you have in your deck. So you know what the last card of your deck is.
Combo!
Settlers Mystic. Somebody write an article on that. The same with Game Mystic. Sam's tracking his deck here, it seems, to try to figure out what the last card of his deck is. So really what he's looking for is his Shrine Pool, I think. Or he'll take next 2 universities and that one for him, but really kind of just in the game. Which is a mistake by reveals Coffer, so he didn't manage to figure out what the last card was, or maybe he intentionally left that there. Alright, so he has the money for the province at hand. So we have to discard a couple cards from it there. I mean, you just play the Oracle and hope. That is not a Scrying Pool. For the next 2 cards, Scrying Pool. One of the next 2 cards anyway. That's LazyDog, Scrying Pool. So you have 3 Mystics. Scrying Pool straight away. So there, for example, I would have guessed something bad with that first Mystic. Because you have 3 in hand. If every Scrying Pool is on top of the deck, you draw it immediately with the other Mystic. Found the Scrying Pool. So that did not have to work out for him, but it did.
And that's the ball game. Don't even have to really think too much about this. You can just gain Spice Merchants, buy a province, get out of there.
And that'll be 3 for Sam. Love for LazyDog. Okay, he's being a bit more stylish and taking a cup. But it all does the same. Right, the end of game 4 here, and it's still end up in Sam's favor. I can't tell you the last time I've seen 4-0 in this tournament.
And Sam is going to be first player for this next game, too.
So that's some slight advantage to him.
If we get a donate board, it's going to be a real big advantage.
Yeah. Alright, Sam is ready. LazyDog should be clicking that ready, but no. He has to bring to keep this quarterfinal alive for him. Oh god, I don't even want to look at this board. I saw cultists and I got depressed, but kill with the cultists.
Oh, hey, it's Dominate with City, and oh, this is a big one here, and Sam gets the 5-2 opening, although actually it looks like they both do.
He almost got donate, he got dominate instead.
Well,
What are you thinking here?
So, alright, 2 is obviously Chapel, 5 is interesting. He goes for the Cultist, which I could see, especially with the Necro, yeah. Yeah. I think I agree with the Cultist, and the reason is I would consider Merchant Guild in the opening, but the problem is there's no cheap cards you really want to buy here. And you're not likely to afford 5 with it. So I do agree. I think Cultist is probably the best option here.
What do you think about Rat's Chapel?
Don't like it. I'm not feeling the rats at all. It just feels a little too cute to me.
Okay. I was just looking at the rats because there's remake.
Oh, remake is actually a good point. I forgot about remake. I don't know. It's tough for me because you're gonna get rid of your junk so quickly anyway, and you just get merchant guild in the city, and you can just build up coin tokens and get your deck through that, and that feels quicker to me than the remake rats idea. I almost feel like you'd have to skip Chapel if you wanted to try that.
Right, so talking about Merchant Guild, LazyDog has picked up a Merchant Guild. Sam, did he join his Chapel dead?
And LazyDog also got a Jack of all trades on turn 3. That's a surprise there. LazyDog, Silver's #1 fan, apparently.
Both of them picked up Jacks, actually.
Oh, they did? Oh, that's right, because, yeah, LazyDog and Sam. Yes, that's right, okay.
Copper here. Coffee Merchant Guild, presumably for the coin token. You get a couple points from the facility, but I can't imagine that's worth it to pick up a copper at that stage. Especially stand on a cultist. I mean, pick up a rat would tactician interesting. Very interesting. Tactician for LazyDog. Is there something with tactician here? I don't really see it.
I don't really.
Like I can see in here just to like clean up, but not to build a double tactician or tactician back honestly.
Like there's clear obvious double tack potential in the long run here, but the problem is if you're going for dominate, it's tough to build enough tokens to make that work. I guess once you get your deck to a certain point, you could just jam coppers and trash them to get your coin tokens, so maybe that could work out.
Right. So Sam actually isn't having the best of draws there. I think his Jack and Focus collided. Chose to play the Jack instead. His Chapel is not too happy with his life. I expect that he just trimmed to 1 and picks up a city, and he desperately needs a city. With tactician for LazyDog here. I'm interested to see where this tactician goes. But LazyDog really needs some draw or something in his deck.
Sam committing to the cultists. I don't know how I feel about that. The draw is nice, but we're getting close to like LazyDog's close to clean enough on his deck anyway, especially after this
Yeah.
tactician turn, that I don't really see the junking doing much here.
I don't know, Margrave is superior at that
Oh
point.
yeah.
LazyDog, and even if you stick Ruins into effect, one taxation for to reverse all of that.
Oh, an undo.
Okay. Come on, I don't like these couples one bit.
Wow.
Yeah, Basilica.
Going in Basilica with the see with dominate on the board, the Basilica points just don't really mean a whole lot. I feel not enough to buy these extra coppers for them.
Yeah, I think that's it. I like yeah, the city picked up fine with couples. I know you have tactician man, but primarily he gets into trash these couples with the chapel. I don't know if he will though, seeing how he's so keen to get these Basilica points. As well as the coin token from merchant, because we have 5 coin tokens, which is certainly something. How many coppers are you going to charge? All of them. And what, buy a couple back? That seems to be what's happening. Yeah, he does buy a couple back. He has a really points advantage. But I don't think that'll amount to much. Samtech, on the other hand, okay, line up the city and the cultists, and then you'll have a decent thing. Might be considering a source of loss buy here. Merchant Guild, perhaps?
Yeah, now feels like a good time for the guild.
He might also be considering another city. Like, I would be slightly frustrated that things haven't connected in the right way yet. Yeah, he does pick up the city. So LazyDog seems to be building an interesting style deck here. Single tactician, and he's going to make use of coin token plus jack silvers to go after dominate, I imagine. Still not doing things in the right order here. Could have played. Oh, yeah, but chose to play a cultist instead. Again, you're just helping his city get better. Although Sam does have more cities, but still.
Sam finally has the Margrave now.
Yes, the Margrave is excellent.
Agree.
Excellent. This attack, plus cards, brilliant card.
Even an extra buy, which could factor into Merchant Guild shenanigans later on, potentially.
So, LazyDog actually has his deck enough, like, in decent shape at this point. 8 and 3 buys, potentially up to 14 and 3 buys. So I would like to see him pick up on Margaret here on a city.
Could also see second Tactician, potentially, with the way his direction his deck's heading. He might go for that.
The second tactician, he doesn't have a lot of money if he goes for the second tactician.
Yeah.
He only has Merchant Guild as virtual coin here. He does go for the second tactician.
I thought he might do that.
Alright, here we go. Alright, so finally Sam manages to line everything up. I would kill those couples in a heartbeat.
Do you trash the Jack as well?
Yeah, you could kill the Jack too.
Yeah, I would lean toward that at this point. Sam has got a lot of terminals now, so.
And you kill Jack's 2 couples, pick up Guild.
That's right. He still doesn't have a Merchant Guild yet, so it's a good call.
So, the Basilica points went heavily in favor of LazyDog. 10 of his 12. We'll see how influential that is in here. Another city for Sam. So I could see that as well. Terrible thing to pick up. Alright, so LazyDog is spending some tokens here. What are you going for? A couple cities? I imagine a city guild. City guild, yeah. So then double taxation with guilds and have some traces here. I'm not traces, what am I saying? Ruins. But I think that he just put into LazyDog. So I should actually buy him in a turn here because I don't expect this taxation to be great. If LazyDog is able to chain taxation, that'll be good for him. But junk in his deck. I'm all copper divine. And some are things I'm not control here. For his deck, I mean, not the game. Okay, here comes Mordred. One. You have 8 or 9 here. Then 8 or 9 are not great numbers. I don't really know what you do with those. Has a lot of draw from the city, so I feel like it should be something like Guild. And I don't know, nothing. Just Guild. So nobody bought Rats and Remake. So I shut up here. I just like it because it's fun. I don't actually know how good it is. So yeah, there goes the Guild. Also, has to be frustrating for Sam. Still no connection here. He also draws a marker instead. This is brilliant. Don't worry about this, Sam. You have a few more games. See what LazyDog can manage on his efficiency. I'm excited by his deck actually, LazyDog. I would not have thought to play like that. This is to see what he can make of it. Okay. Ideally for him, I think he finds his chapel plus his other faction, which he does. So there you go. There you go. Actually drawing with the ruined library. He could trash a bunch of things out of his deck and then play the Jack, which he might do. I think he's just gonna play the tactician here and move on. Personally, I don't really like the double tactician deck with the merchant guild. I think there's not enough money to make that work. You have to wait until the cities are empty and then have that ton of those. And like he has to use up a bunch of his valuable coin tokens just to pick up a city. With this single tactician. But I don't like the double tactician. Alright, so Sam is online here, and actually soon these cities are going to be super cities. Maybe coin plus buy extra. So if I can afford a couple here, I don't think you can afford 3. And I wonder if LazyDog will take the last one. He might actually, but I'm not sure about that. So we quickly have 2 files empty here, the ruins and the cities. I'm going to pick up the corporate daily there just to make cities up a better more quickly. A nice easy way to run out that file. So I don't see a third file in danger here. It might be a cis, but oh, guild.
I'm
Not
thinking
city,
guild.
guild. And city. Alright, so guild and city, okay. So you do give LazyDog the opportunity to
Awful,
pick up
awful
the
draw for
city.
Sam here.
And that's really pretty much his game for him. Okay. I'm
That's
sorry, I'm laughing, but I'm sorry.
yeah.
On the other hand, Lazy Dog should go digging for his station here. Yep, there goes the jack. You should find it. I think it's in the bottom too. Yeah, there is his guild, and the taxation will come down. He cannot afford two cities. He can afford one and 100 coppers. If he wants to do that, he might want to do a copper or two here. He gets good value from each copper with 3.2 cents. City run, I think both players have
No,
not
here
bad.
comes the rats now.
Yes, for this, but you need a remake. Go buy a remake too. Yeah, so once the cities are empty, I think both players will have 8 buys and they just have to tune the economy up to pile the estates. So that's something to keep in mind here. Of course, piling the estates actually doesn't win for Sam because of all of the silica points. But it's something LazyDog can do. Okay, so 8. Is it gonna be city or is it gonna be province here for Sam? He's not quite to dominate yet. He might have enough money in his deck to dominate.
Here's another thing to think about. The problem is this. Lazy Dog, since he can, if he just plays a merchant guild, on this turn coming up here, he can potentially just, auto-pile out all the rats and buy the last 2 cities. And Sam cannot score enough to stop that.
That is brilliant.
And I'm suspecting that's probably why, to me, I'm thinking that had to be why he bought the rats. Because if he's getting that without the remake, I don't really see much of another reason for that. So I'm thinking that's what he's going for here.
Oh, that is absolutely brilliant. If he does that, that's genius.
Literally, all you need to do is just play. You could just play. All you need is just one merchant guild. You can trash the rest of your deck, and it doesn't matter. And he even bought another city there. So there you go. That much easier.
All right. So he's looking for it. He doesn't find it.
Oop, aww.
He does not find the rats. Unfortunately. Man, I wonder if he actually has that in his head. I was thinking that at some point he might kill the tactician and instead just put all his jack silver plus coppers into play and be in a position to do something like double dominate. But yeah, the rat thing is winning. So he didn't find it in his bottom 3 cards. A little bit sad. I wanted to see if he had that epic win. I think he'll get another chance, honestly. I'm not sure what Sam can do. Maybe Sam is not aware of it. I'm not aware. I wasn't aware of it. He does have the rats now. He still has enough coin tokens to do the thing that Top Dog mentioned. Did he buy anything? He didn't buy anything. Interesting. So yes, Sam does have a lot of money. Enough money to dominate. I wonder if he'll go first or not. The question here is dominate kinda doesn't work well with your merchant heal because you don't get coin tokens first. Who cares? You have 15 points as compensation. 19 and 4 buys if you want. Dominate city is an option on 19 there and 2 buys, 3 buys, 4 buys. Again, once those cities get full, things look pretty dangerous on the estate tile. I might actually be thinking about not playing that to avoid potential estate tile out. or chapel pile out, wherever you like. Often they get to tile chapels, right? Wait, Lazy Dog discarded the rats. Oh, take it back, Lazy Dog. I'm not crazy, right? He actually discarded the rat.
Oh,
Yeah, he didn't discard the rat.
oh wow, yeah.
How about that now? Epic pile out. Huh.
Huh.
Well, if he loses this one, he has himself to blame, I think. Okay, dominate. Just dominate from Sam. Just dominate. No city. Okay.
All right,
Um,
do the rats now.
so yeah, he can still do it. He drew back the rats.
Yeah, you could
But if
do
he
it.
discarded it, I can't imagine he has that in his mind.
Yeah, true, but it's. I think it might be there for him now if he wants it, because he should be able to get 19 out of this. Because yeah, he just needs dominate in the last city after that, and well, the problem is the trashing part, having to trash the silvers. Ooh, yeah, he's actually not gonna have the money for that. I just realized.
So if he puts 3 guilds into play, it's up to what, 14?
Yeah, so he can only afford dominate at that point, and that's just making it too easy for Sam here. So I don't see that working.
So, what is this? Have 1 rats. Go on. Yeah, I think dominate early. Rats pile out from LazyDog and so what is it making at 8 points? So it's not 8-5. So it would have to be the rat city plus provinces key. Okay. I would lose the game, so you'd need $18. Yeah, he doesn't have the money.
Yeah, the other thing to think about here in this situation is that because Sam has 3 wins, a tie for this will actually win the match for Sam because you only need to reach 3.5 wins, and a tie counts as half a win for both players. So a tie will end it for LazyDog here. So he can't take that.
Sam actually looks set up to pick up another dominate on his turn here. Finally having a city in his starting hand. I mean, he does have 7 silvers in his deck, so not, you know, entirely unlikely or unreasonable to expect that he will stall sometime. Fools. Fools on what? I'm not entirely sure what he has up his sleeve here. Jack? Silver, so there's like all these silver. I wonder why he's doing it. Oh, just that Tishon. Yeah, he's spending everything to dominate. Pick up 4 coppers, I imagine. Yeah. Yeah, he has something working there. He has a dominate a turn engine in the same way Sam does. That's neat. Which is a problem now because he has a province that he'll have to trash. Eventually, Sam will stall. I think Sam's actually a bit more unreliable on LazyDog. transition into some pavilion card. 5 cards at the start of your turn, plus 2 actions, plus buy. So I expect this to be a dominate here for Sam. He doesn't quite have enough coin tokens to go for anything else other than that dominate. Again, you could spend all and pick up another 5 cards. And guild is worth it. I don't expect to see Sam pick up any coppers. He doesn't have a nice way to get rid of them. The chapel is going from his deck. He doesn't have any rats. But if he doesn't pick up points here, LazyDog still has that rats pile of 4 points in. He can't afford to trash the current city rats. I'm very interested to know whether these guys, Sam anyway, had the mind. Very interested to know. I wonder what Sam is thinking about it. Okay, I think it was dominate number. Both players dominating each other. Brilliant stuff. And a chapel. So there goes some coin tokens. Alright, and a copper for the coin token. Will probably go through till the end here. He's a brave man after seeing all those rush offers. I would be willing to pick up coppers and chapels there. So I expect LazyDog to do something similar to what he did last year. Put all his kills in play, probably use the rats to kill coppers, ruins or whatever. Pick up another dominate himself. There's a dominate standoff here. Okay, so he killed a rat here. So he's taking care of his rat population. Making sure it doesn't go crazy on him. Guild tactician. Dominate couples. What we've seen in the past and what I expect to come out here again. He was actually gaining coin tokens, I do. Huh. Neat. Suicidal.
Yeah, I don't really see any other play besides the same thing he did last turn.
Yeah. Sam does have quite a few more coin tokens this time, and game to enter the make the game finish. 5 missions goes on city. I'm not sure if he has $25, but it's irrelevant now given his dog just thanks to lead us another dominate. So you have what, 25? Maybe 26 coins this turn, Sam? Very close to double dominate. Very, very close to double dominate. Ooh, he can't quite draw everything here. Which is not surprising. He's been putting provinces and then he bought this chapel and copper and whatever. He doesn't have the full amount of money in his deck. I think he could only manage one. He's also only has the one guild in play.
Yeah.
If he spent coming through coins here, he probably isn't going to get back that lot.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know, I feel like holding on to the tokens would be the better play here? You can you can angle for double dominate on the next turn potentially, or at least a like a dominate province, something like that.
Yeah, I would hold on to the Cointel cleanser as well. He has a couple cities in the last 5 cards of his deck, so may not, right? A lot of his good cards are here. I think the bottom five it was two cities, kill a silver probably. I'm not sure what else is there. Okay, so he gets rid of the Jack and the copper here. So the Jack 15, potentially 24. Not quite 28. Yeah, I think he just dominates our game here.
I mean, we know that Sam has 2 cities in his next hand, so
Yeah, a cultist.
and a
Well,
cultist, yeah.
so he bought a couple coffers where looking to make LazyDog think that he can double dominate. So that does require quite a good draw, I think, from his deck at this point. Yeah, not a good draw for LazyDog, really. Finally managed to find the city and all his kills here, so that's pretty nice for him here. Um, and the library. It's a good effect for most of this game so far. So I think if you're LazyDog, you still have to take the dominate here. And if your opponent gets the double dominate, well, you probably lose in any case.
Well, the issue is it's not just double dominate, double province in itself would lose.
Oh yeah, you're right. Double province is a lot easier.
Yeah, so this is a really rough spot, actually. If you really want to commit to it, I mean, unfortunately you can't do that because if you were paying attention to Sam's turn, you would also know of him starting with 2 cities, so you can't even just play for the dud and take the last city, which otherwise I might actually do at this point because there's not much of another option here.
Yeah. Alright, so LazyDog does something interesting. There's 26 coin tokens. So he can likely triple province on his next turn here, but this is not looking good for him. There's no next turn for him. I think this is double dominate. Or maybe triple province.
Yeah, it's triple province.
Okay. No. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
That is,
let me talk to you.
Yeah, a clean sweep, and with that, SamE is now in the top 4 of the tournament and will play against Mercury 444F, Japan's last remaining hope in this tournament, in the semifinals.
Alright, well, thank you all for listening, and I hope you enjoyed the match.
Alright, thank you very much for that. Hopefully all the technical issues and everything weren't too much of a problem, and yes, congratulations once again to SamE, and once again, hats off to LazyDog for, again, pulling off a major string of upsets to make it into the top 8, but the miracle run comes to an end here. So,
yeah.
Congrats, Sam.
Yeah, congrats, Sam.
Yep, so again, Mercury versus Sam, that is now confirmed to be our first match of the semifinals. So tomorrow, at least tomorrow in the West anyway, We will have the other two matches of the top 8 on this stream by various other commentators and streamers. We will have Dan Brooks versus, Dan Brooks, who is, I believe, the second overall seed in the tournament, consistently like the number 1 or number 2 rated player online. Dan Brooks will be playing against Gamesu, who is the pride of France in Dominion. That is one of our semifinal matches. And the other match will be another American like Dan, JSH, who will be up against Skies. So those matches will be happening tomorrow, so tune in for that. So thank you very much, and good night.
Good night.